If you saw the local news recently, or have been wandering around City Hall when certain supervisors go on full tilt, you may have heard the outlandish claim that the average police officer may make $500,000.
On average, an officer that's enrolled in the DROP program would earn $437,000 a year.
It's not true. It's a tall tale, a whopper, a lie. How does something go from whopper to gospel? Well, it starts with one supervisor who's either a complete liar or completely ignorant, and then you're on your way. What's it all about? It's about a police retention program known as DROP, or Deferred Retirement Option Program. We know no one really wants to get down into the nitty-gritty of pension policy, so let's get into DROP, the lightning round edition. Let's start by taking on the lying liars and tell you what DROP is not. It's not a pay raise, it's not a pay bump, it's not a pay boost, and it's not a pay increase. Those are lies. So what is DROP? DROP lets a retirement-eligible officer retire on paper, but keep working for up to 5 years. They technically collect a pension, but while they're working, they don't get a dime of it. Here's how it works. An officer enters DROP and his pension is frozen. Future pay raises, more hours worked, it doesn't matter. The pension is what it is. The officer receives a paycheck from city payroll, just like normal, for the hours worked. Because he's technically retired, he gets a monthly pension check. The money is paid from the pension fund. It is not city money. It does not affect the city budget. That monthly pension check, however, goes straight to a special fund in the pension fund, a lockbox, so to speak, which the officer cannot touch. They can't pay rent with it, they can't buy groceries with it, and they can't put it on an income statement to refinance a mortgage. So when lying politicians tell you police officers are taking home DROP funds, they're, well, lying politicians. But we're not done yet. The city stops making contributions towards the officer's pension, which saves the city budget money. But the officer keeps making pension payments to the pension fund. Whenever the officer leaves the DROP program, the lockbox opens and he can take it all at once or leave it in the pension plan and take a little bit every month. Why the heck do we go through all this trouble? Because we want our veteran officers to stick around, and too many are leaving. If they can enter DROP, they can retire. And if they can retire, they can then go over to Alameda for a less adventurous job and a $75,000 signing bonus. They can work as investigators for a district attorney, or they can take a job in the private sector and get their pension check and their new salary. With DROP, they can retire, but they can continue to protect our neighborhoods. And we need the help. Here's the info no one wants you to know. We're down over 600 officers, and it's getting worse. It's common for our stations to have only 50% of the number of officers needed to patrol our neighborhoods. And we're losing more officers than we are putting new ones on the street. Our leaders have a choice. They can keep putting on this political circus for personal political gain, or they can start attacking this crisis with the seriousness it deserves. At some point, people will realize it's not a real circus, but there are real clowns at work here.